What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome, as promised in one of the recent videos, the Tulumba or Guang that you guys have requested several times. And the reason why you guys think this is a good setup is because Tulumbas, 500 meters range, you don't have to expose yourself, you have a decent amount of damage output relatively quickly, and you have the built-in rockets of the Guang that do the same type of damage, right? So you can work, all weapons supplement each other and work down energy shields together, right? And that's what makes this an interesting setup, because it really works very well with a built-in weapon. However, I was always skeptical about this setup, for the reason being that the Tulumbas need a lot of time to recharge their firepower. And this is a problem that I think. Because, you know, you're gonna see I'm doing a lot of damage now in this match. I'm firing for a very long time at the enemies. And then let's see how much damage we have done at the end of the match. Are we gonna be able to score first? Are we even going to be easily first? Let's see. But one thing's for sure, I'm trying to make use of the fact that this is a second line shooter. You see what I'm doing here? I'm hiding behind the Hades with its absorber shield. And that's kind of what you do with a Tulumba setup, right? You're not firing from first line, face-hugging a attacking invader or Fenrir. No, your place is a little bit further back and trying to utilize your range advantage against the enemy and trying to shoot from second line. Maybe using Aegis or absorber shields from friends, sticking to those who can heal you next to you, right? And that's kind of what you do. Here we're having a Carnage that we're taking down. With the built-in rockets and the Tulumbas, we were actually able to bring down this Carnage relatively quickly with this setup, right? Because it's, like I said, these weapons all supplement each other very well. The only big problem that I think we have here is, once again, it's the reload time for these Tulumbas. Now, since this is a viewer request, and tell me what you think, guys, in the comments at the end of the video, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys, if you haven't done that yet and you want to see more videos like this. That right there is a locked down Bulgazari. That was a nice target for me to focus, a locked down Bulgazari. He has a physical shield that doesn't work for him. Oh, he's locked down again! That's awesome! I don't know who's locking down this guy all the time. I don't see anybody locking him down, but he's constantly unable to move, and I can make use of that. Oh, look, he's locked down again! Are you kidding me? He's getting locked down all the time. He must hate that right now so much. And every time I'm hammering on him with the Tulumbas from range. And see how much damage only the built-in rockets do against this guy, right? That Spectre takes a decent amount of damage from my built-in rocket launcher. Unfortunately, I didn't have line of sight with the Tulumbas. And by the way, this is on my own account, right? Because I do have the old Tulumbas Mark 212 laying around from when I used them on the Spectre. Now my Spectre is using the Vortex, because, you know, it's just Vortex. What do you want? The old Tulumbas, I still had them from back in the days, and so I could put them on this Guang right here. Although the Guang itself isn't Mark 2, it's only Mark 1, level 12, I think. But the weapons are maxed. So I can at least show you the maxed damage output of the Tulumba Guang, even on my own account, and make some level in the process, right? Because I'm still leveling up the account, trying to earn silver, trying to upgrade some things, especially the like the modules, like, for example, armor modules or damage modules. That's really hard to upgrade because it costs 40 million every single upgrade, man. And that's why every time I get the chance to play my account here and show you something interesting at the same time, I'm using it. So yeah, we're still kicking. You see, we've done a lot of damage against the enemy, and we're still going. You see here, I'm flying away from the Mercury to not give him a chance to jump on me, right? You see here, he wanted me. He wanted to jump on me, but I just flew away from him, and that's what I usually do. I fly around, and I'm making sure not to land where I'm getting killed by someone, right? When I land, I want to be in safety, like right now against the behind the absorber shield from the Hades again. That allows me to come up and help a little bit. And now I'm finally able to get that Mercury and also damage the Chun a little bit down there. And then I see an Ares. And whenever you see an Ares, guys, try to shoot it for a second, because chances are that the Ares player will realize, oh, I'm getting hit. Boop! And he activates the shield to prevent the hits from taking place, right? And that's exactly what you would want to have if you want to attack the Ares afterwards. And very often I've been able to kill an Ares very easily because I just shoot him for 1 or 2 seconds while I pass by, and then he activated his shield, wanted to prevent the damage, and I didn't really have interest in attacking him at this point. But after that, then I wanted to attack him because I knew that, you know, he doesn't have any shield anymore. Now, keep in mind, we're attacked by this Outshun with Redeemers. This guy is attacking us. This Zeus Natasha is attacking us. They're all shooting us. And we're still able to survive all that damage because we're having an Guang. And the Guang only takes 20% of the damage while he's flying. The other 80% of damage are taken away by the resistance that the robot has, right? So that's really good. That makes the Guang a really interesting robot, and it makes it a good brawler too, with Orkans maybe, although they seem to be getting a nerf soon, which I really hate. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a video about it because every other YouTube has already made a video on it. So I guess you guys all already informed about the 5.3 update changes. But if I do a video, then you're gonna see it coming. And in this case, I just want to say I don't think that the Orkan and Tara nerf is a good idea at all. I think that's a horrible idea. Those are the only weapons that people can easily access that do not need components that do perform relatively well. And they have disadvantages, right? You only have 300 or 350 meters range. Take a look at Pulsar. It deals insane amounts of damage, has 600 meters range, bypasses energy shields, and can lock down. And has a very short reload, like a burst damage weapon almost, with lots of damage output. It's a newer weapon. It has no downsides and only pros. And, you know, and they want to nerf Orkans in Tulumba? Why? Orkans only have 300 meters range, right? Just check out Scourge, 600 meters range, auto aim, and then very short reload next to unlimited amounts of damage while it's shooting its thing empty. And then on top of all that, it has what's it called? It deals even more damage at short range than the Tarans do. Like, what? That's the only thing Tarans can, and Scourge is even better at that, even though it has 600 meter option too. See, this is the newer weapon versus the old ones. And now, I just can't understand and cannot accept any arguments of anybody saying that Orkans or Tulumbas, Orkans or Tarans need to be nerfed. I think these are the only weapons that free-to-play players have right now that deal a relatively decent amount of damage that allows you to compete with someone. Now that's just my opinion, right? It's just one man's perspective. But I'm sure from reading comments that you guys, or a lot of you guys out there, agree. I think even those of you who don't use Orkans or don't use Tarans, even those of you who are only using the new weapons like Ballista, Pulsar, you know, Scourge, even those of you who do this and have no need for the old weapons, even you would probably say, hey man, I don't think they need to be nerfed, right? So, yeah, that's a little bit of a controversial thing in my opinion, and I don't really see the reason for that. And I wish they would just go away from the nerf idea on those two weapons. They're kind of necessary for many players to be able to run, at least in some way, stay a little bit competitive with what you see in front of us. We have a Fenrir with Scourge, and Calamity. This thing can do like 300,000 damage before it has to reload or so when it's fully maxed. Or more than 300,000 probably. Probably 400 or whatever. And compare that to Tarans. They have a reload every 8 shots, right? And yeah. And only have 350 meters range. And they do not aim by themselves. You have to actually hit very accurately with those. Oh man, this guy gets destroyed so hard. He's got 2 Fenrirs, a Falcon against him, and everybody with full brawling power. Not even his resistance was able to help him against that. But yeah, if there's a chance I may do a video on the 5.3 update still, summarizing all the news we have about the upcoming new robot, even a little sneak peek, where we have 4 medium weapons on it. Another 4 medium weapon robot that can somehow transform. We're gonna see something about that soon. And I may do a video, let's see. You see how much damage we have been able to do. Of course, keep in mind some of that damage was also done in the end with the Fenrir and the Strider. But most of that was the Guang with Tulumbas, and it's actually a decent amount of damage. We easily scored first with this. So let's check out another really good long-range map. That's obviously Yamantau is a long-range map. I'm trying to do a long dash right here to get to the enemy, to the center beacon super quickly. However, I wasn't really successful with my long dash right there. And I'm always surprised to see this Outshun, which is already the strongest flagship of all these type of robots, even being the fast one, that gets to keep up with the speed of other dash bots. So, We're here attacking the other Strider that is trying to get this beacon. And this way we're able to do it. Oh, and Aochun comes flying in. Hello, Aochun. How are you, sir? Getting this guy too. Alright, and then we have a Calamity Kumiho. Yeah, that's what we have right there. We're gonna jump into the Tulumba Ao Guang in a second. Just give me a second. I wanted to get the center beacon first on Yamantau. It's very important to get that. And once you have it, then you can lean back and just enjoy the game mode with the long-range bots from a distance, right? So, let's get this guy destroyed here first. And then quick switch to him. And boom. Double kill, triple kill, that's right. That's how we do it in the Manni town. Oh boy, I need to get in safety. Ow! I could heal up, but I don't think I'm... No, you know what? I didn't even heal because I knew I was gonna die anyways. Even if I had healed, I would have still died. And that would have just been a waste of power cells, A. And B, I wasn't even near any cover that I could get behind too. And C, I wanted to spawn in this thing anyway. So, let's attack the Tulumba Spectre up on that roof. You see him there? He wanted... Oh, it's a Vortex Spectre? It's a Vortex Spectre. Oh man, I want to play the Vortex Spectre. As soon as I see a Vortex Spectre, I want to play him too. See that? Woo! Here comes the damage. But he didn't do much damage to the guy right there. He must have not hit him very well. But the thing is, he had a really good spot up there, and I just made him leave his prime spot. That was like the most awesome spot you can have with the Vortex Spectre on top of that bridge. And I made him leave because I focused him hard with the Ao Guang and these Tulumbas. Oh, here comes the Ares around the corner. Lots of damage done to him. Nice. And we have a Tulumba Spectre over there too. And if somebody fires at you, all you need to do, as you know, is just fly up, right? They will immediately be unable to do damage to you because you're going to be having the 80% damage resistance. Let's see if we can get this guy. Whoops, we dropped a little bit too far. But we have... no, okay. You know what? Never mind. That didn't work very well. Let's get back in safety for the time being and see if we can find a way to use our Tulumbas very well again. Even if I just make this guy use his shield right there. See that? Boop, boop. I was hoping he comes out. But now he comes out with a shield because he noticed the rocket splash coming around the corner. Uh-oh. Oh, he suppressed me. Damn it. I'm not firing at him anymore because I know I'm suppressed. And now that my suppression wore off, that's when I can fire. See that? That's how we do this. We need to wait for the suppression to go away. Oh, by the way, guys, if you like this video and you want to see more viewer requests and stuff like that, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, as you see there on screen. And I would really appreciate welcoming you guys aboard the channel if you haven't done so. And if you also want to know, we have a Discord community server, as you see here, with the link http and discord/Manni is the direct link. You also find it in the video description of any video that I upload. You find it there, and you can find me sometimes on that channel, and you have moderators that you can talk to, and of course a lot of people who play the game a lot, and you can find people to play with or find clans. We're one of the largest, if not the largest, I'm not sure, community servers for Worldwide, so that would be a really good choice for you guys to jump into. If you have Discord, that is. Let's go to that, to that Leo and hit him really hard here with our Tulumbas. But then again, look, the Leo has so much health that the weakness of the Tulumbas becomes very evident right here. See that? We just can't really do a lot of damage against him because he has too much health. In theory, we're doing a decent amount of damage, but with his amount of health, no way, Jose, we're not gonna kill you. And with the long recharge on those weapons, look, I found a little spot where I could shoot through. That tiny little gap in the corner or in the roof, I could use it and fire through that. Alright, so maybe we can get this guy. Let's go forward a little bit here. Yeah, there he is. You see that? I'm flying up, activating the 80% damage resistance, and now with the built-in rockets and the Tulumbas, we can get this guy. Oh boy. Ooh, no, that's really bad. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, we have an Hize here. He's taking a bit of damage from my weapons, but he's counter-healing the damage, and now I'm here without resistance, without last stand, with already a weapon missing. No chance. Vortex Spectre for the win! Let's get in there. Can we do something here? Let's go forward a little bit. Okay. He's hidden behind cover. Maybe we're gonna choose this guy. Can I hit him? Nope, I can't really. You know what? Let's go for 01 Poem. We're gonna get him hard. If he doesn't know what's happening here comes the rocket and boom! Oh my goodness. Yup, and his vortex didn't hit me, and perfectly timed with a landing. Whoa, that was not perfectly timed with a landing. No, you're still alive, damn it! Ah! He was still alive. I thought we got him with the first initial salvo, and then I realized he was still alive. But you see, the Raven has no chance against the Vortex Spectre, man. Because the Vortex Spectre is like the god bot against a jumper. Because if you time it well with the landing, you do so much damage. Boom. Every time these Vortex hit, even the traditionalist Falcon loses like a good chunk of HP. That's really awesome. So let's see how much damage this was. 1.6 million. Once again, we reached level 1, the first spot, and that was most of that. Pretty much all of that was really the Guang with Tulumbas. So you can do some decent amount of damage, but if you have more powerful enemies with you, like Ares with Marquez and Pulsar, or something like this, they will probably outscore you in the damage scores, because you really can't keep up with so much damage output. Or a Spectre with Ballista, a Spectre with Pulsar. These things do much more damage than your Tulumbas do. But it's definitely a good setup on this Guang right here. If we go back to the beginning of the video, where we have this thing here, it's definitely an interesting video, interesting setup, because all weapons work really well together. So it's for those who have some decently leveled Tulumbas. It might be worth a try if you don't have Orchid Scourge or something as a more brawler setup, right? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for being with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.